The Olympics are off to a scary start. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the start of the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing, China. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding these games. A lot of athletes and countries are boycotting or simply not going because of China's human rights abuses, or really, quite frankly, lack of human rights, especially against the Uyghur minority in the far western part of the country. They've put in basically Muslims in concentration camps, or what they say, re-education centers. There's a lot of problems in China that are really too many to mention right now in this video. And I think the main thing is the government control, government overreach. This is why I'm not a fan of big government here in America, especially. I'm seeing all these mandates and orders and rules and restrictions. And I know that if they are able to do one thing as far as a mandate, one thing as far as a rule, they're going to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And before you know it, you don't have any rights at all. There's no rights left. And that's happening, or has happened, in China. And there's one particular video I want to show you guys that kind of, it brings it all home and makes it make sense for the average normie out there in the world hearing my voice. Now, before I go any further, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you're going to see a Dutch reporter on air reporting, and you're going to see a Chinese security official have, and I guess you would say, interaction with them. After we get done with that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what was done there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents and my deep, detailed analysis. And then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
We gaan naar China, naar onze correspondent Sjoerd den Daas. Sjoerd, jij staat vlakbij het stadion. Wat gaat China de komende uren laten zien?
Ja. 稍等一会儿，我现在在新闻联播。Ja, we worden hier inmiddels, je merkt het, al weggetrokken. We zijn net ook al bij een ander gebied weggezet. Dus ik vrees dat wij later even bij je moeten terugkomen.
Dat kan halen, ja. Dat denk ik ook, Sjoerd. We gaan door met het volgende onderwerp. Ja.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, if you don't speak Dutch or Mandarin, I'm going to break it down as far as what was said specifically. Now, from what I'm reading, and shout out to Jack Posobiec, I think he was a U.S. agent. I don't know if he was in the FBI, CIA, or whatever, but he's fluent in Mandarin. Now, what he said was that the Chinese person, I'll talk about who that was in a minute, but a Chinese person said, okay, come this way, basically like get out of this particular area. And from what I'm reading on the Dutch side, the reporter was saying, I'm live on there, just a second. And then he was saying back to the reporter, I guess in Netherlands, that they had already been moved once, now they're being moved again. Now, some are trying to excuse it, talking about, oh, they might have been in the road, they might have been in the way, but they were not in the road. They were kind of like on the grass that's close to the sidewalk, but they were not in any kind of way on the road. And they already been moved before. So if you get moved one time, and you might have been in the way, why would you go somewhere else and get right back in the way again? It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Now, the thing about China, from what I'm reading, and if I'm wrong, y'all let me know. If you are a white person with a microphone, you're seen as a spy, somebody that really probably shouldn't be trusted. And the person with the red armband, I think that's just civilian security, quote unquote civilian security. There's like 85,000 or so Chinese citizens register as security, kind of like an enhanced neighborhood watch. But obviously they could do a lot more than neighborhood watch. Neighborhood watch, they're going to call the police and things of that nature. They're not really going to put hands and feet on you like my man did right there. He didn't put the feet on him, but he did put hands on him. Like, oh, come on, go that way, right? That's what was going on there. And that's China. That's what happens. Like, sometimes you can go to China and it's all good, it's cool, but then you might find yourself in a weird situation, and what are you going to do? It's China. Okay, remember when there was a incident with a basketball player shoplifting? I think he's in the NBA now. It might have been Lonzo or LiAngelo, one of the Ball brothers, right? He got caught shoplifting, and they put him straight away in like house arrest in the hotel, and it might have been in jail, like going to the penitentiary type thing. And in China, shoplifting is not some kind of petty crime the way it is in the U.S. And in the U.S., I mean, you pretty much take whatever you want depending upon where you live, and there will be no consequence at all. You can get caught on camera, HD, 4K, all of that, and they'll let you go. No bail, no charge, no prosecution. But anyway, I digress. It's not like that over in other parts of the world, and China especially. So he gets caught shoplifting. Trump had to intervene and get him out, and it was a whole big mess. Like that, they had to, apologize and, thank Trump on TV. It was crazy. My point is that you had to get the president involved in getting you out of some hot water for something you did that was wrong. Now, think about if you're just a regular person going over there, minding your business, not even really doing anything wrong, you might get violated in the way to where you can't get helped. When Nancy Pelosi said or warned, well, she said it, but she was warning the athletes about not going over to China and starting problems and saying certain things. People kind of got outraged about that. But my question to anybody that feels that way is, did she lie? I mean, did she tell any lies about that? Because it's not even about anything else other than your safety. Now, Nancy Pelosi can get attacked for saying what she said, but I don't think it's right to attack her. You got to look at China. Everybody knows what China is at this particular point. If you go over there, they're going to be spying on you. If you have your cell phone, they're going to hack that. They're going to hack your computer, all that stuff. That's why they said, hey, man, bring a burner phone, a burner device, because they're going to be all on your stuff. There's no privacy. It is what it is. This is why certain athletes of certain countries have boycotted China, because they already know what time it is before they go over there. They already know what it is. Okay? That's China. They do certain things to their own people and abroad to strengthen themselves. Okay, you're an American over there and you are a high-level athlete. Let's say it was regular Olympics and they had basketball and they got LeBron over there. Oh my goodness. They want to get LeBron James' cell phone data, all of that. They want to get everything. Even if you're not LeBron, you're just a regular normie, they want to get that. They want to get whatever you have that they can't take from you. That's what China does. China are notorious for being like locusts. They take. They give back very little. They have very little benefit. They may give some money and stuff like that, but they ain't nothing but debt slavery. They come with a big bag of money, no strings attached. Hey, man, you want this loan? I know you need a report. I know you need this bailout. I know you have financial insecurity in your nation. I got a big bag of money. No interest on the loan. But if you can't pay it back, I'm going to need X, Y, and Z thing. And they know from the beginning you can't pay it back, because if you could pay it back, you wouldn't need it, right? So they give you the money, you can't pay it back. Then they're taking natural resources and parts of your land, like important geographical locations. This is what they do. This is what they do. So anybody that goes to China in an official sense, if you're a regular normal, you might be okay. But if you're like an athlete, famous person, rich person, beware. Beware. Just understand where you are and understand how to behave, and you should be fine. But you might get ran up on by Chinese security, an undercover CCP official, a uniformed CCP officer, and you might get brisked away. It is what it is. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about that video of the Dutch reporter being whisked away by the Chinese security official? Are you surprised? Is that pretty much par for the course in China? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think when in Rome, do as the Romans. You know what China is about. If you are an athlete, famous person, foreigner, whatever it is, you got to understand how to operate. Same thing goes with anywhere. Like if I go to New York City and I'm going to Brooklyn, Bronx, something like that, one of these bad neighborhoods, I ain't talking about where they got the funny mustaches and the little hats or whatever. Not that kind of little hat, but you understand what I'm saying. I ain't talking about Hipsterville, USA. I'm talking about just like the hood. I know if I go there, I know what to expect. I know how to operate. I know how to maneuver. Same thing with China. If you go to China, you know what to expect. You know how to operate and you know how to maneuver. If you don't want to deal with that, and don't go. Personally, I don't like being in dangerous environments, so I'm not going to the Brownsville or wherever the hood is right now in Brooklyn, New York City. I'm not going. I'm not going. If you live out there, hey, more power to you. If I can give you bulletproof vest for Christmas, I would, but I don't got no money. I'm just saying, I like to do things that make sense. And for me, if I were an athlete, going to China would not make sense. Not right now. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.